you have that one friend, that one brother, or that one sister having seen everything bad about their partner, but yet they choose to be blind? Instead of seeing how devilish their partner is, they see how angelic their partner is. Do you have that one friend? Well, I do. Well, hello guys, it's Marissa. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon down below so that you guys can receive the notifications of my new release video. I post every Monday my weekly vlogs. I post also every Wednesday my bookish related videos. Every Friday a video like this, story time, rants, opinions, etc. Every Friday whenever I'm free, or if I feel like it, or if I have something to talk about. So let's dive into this. What I'm talking about is signs that you are in toxic relationship. 7 red flags that I will share with you guys. Number 1, deterioration, meaning you change for the worse. Like for example, before you meet this one person, before your partner exists in your life, you have all the good qualities. You are the focused person, your attendance in everything, in your work, school, church are excellent, and you are that loving, you are that caring person, and so on and so forth, all the good qualities. The moment your partner exists, instead of the good qualities, it turned to be the bad qualities, it turned to be the opposite. That should be the first red flag that you need to notice in your life, which leads me to number 2. Speaking of deteriorations, you change from having good qualities to worse qualities. Your relationship with God change. If you are Christian like me, it is important for us to have consistent relationship with God. It's not only important, it's essential, it's necessary, and it's even more essential, even more necessary when you are having a relationship. Like for yeah, you have that partner, you talk to that partner, you share to your partner of yours about your faith, and then your partner was like, yeah, noted, in agreement, not disagreement yet. If that partner straight away express his disagreement to you, you should be grateful because that partner is honest, and that red flag is clear as daylight. But if it's not clear, say he's nodding in agreement. So just because you bring your partner for the first time in church, answer to the altar call, shed some few tears, that doesn't mean your partner will surrender all of their lives to God. It doesn't mean that way. And then the next week, your partner told you that he or she cannot make it to church because traffic jam, something wrong with the car, flat tire, and things like that. And you were like, oh, okay, it's okay. The following week, your partner said, oh, the grandmother is sick, father is sick, sister is sick, and things like that. And you're like, oh, okay, speed recovery, yeah. And then the week after that, your partner eventually revealed to you that he or she doesn't want to go to your church, and at first you try to persuade your partner to come to your church, and then few weeks after that, you also included, your attendance is no longer consistent with the church. It's because you give excuses. Excuses is excuses. You tell to your pastors, your church leaders, that you cannot make it to church because of work, when instead work means spending time with your partner. That is that work that you are busy with. This should be the red flags to you. And these red flags, the first 2 red flags is noticed by, which brings me to the third point. Red flag number 3, your family and your close friends. Your family and your close friends notice every single change in you, from small changes to big changes. from and to good changes or to bad worse changes. So if your family said, oh, you are like this already, you change already for bad, for worse, this is something you need to take heed. Don't ever disregard what your family members notice in you. If you're not living with your family, your close friend, then your close friends, don't disregard them. They they notice all this is because they care for you, they love you. Your parents and your close friends are there even before your partner exists in your life. So the moment your family members, your close friends notice this this you should have been more cautious in this. If they say that those changes in you are bad, are worse, because from having good qualities to bad qualities, from good attendance, good and consistent attendance, to bad attendance, and you, and also your money, and you are having this um bad time management. Why bad time management? Late night phone calls. I've experienced that. I know how that feels. Late night phone calls. When you late night phone calls, you sleep late and then you wake up late. You show up for work late or school late, everything late. You're always tired because of that one freaking late night phone call. Not just one in entire week, but every night. You need to be careful about this. And speaking of that, it brings me to number 4, the 4 red flags. If that partner causes you to cry, then you smile. There is, if you are a woman or a lady or a girl, of course you are family with this phrase, date someone who is busy ruining your lipstick, not your mascara. Simply put, a man to busy kissing you rather than make you cry. Well, I don't say that there's someone who always kiss you every minute or every second. I don't mean it that way, but there's another way of looking at it, is that if that partner causes you to smile often then cry, that is good. But if that partner causes you the opposite, you cry a lot more than you smile, then this should be the red flag to you, the 4th red flag to you. Let's say, for example, I know life is not smooth sailing. There are things in the way, hiccups in the way. Yeah, things happen, but your partner won't leave you alone. That partner will stick with you through thick and thin. If you get that partner, you should keep him or her. Stick with you. Even there's hardships, that partner will stick with you and help you to figure things out. And yes, that is a good partner. But if that partner leaves you alone, and words that your partner say to you make you cry every day, I mean every night, you two are busy fighting and you busy cry your eyes out, then what else I can say? It's obvious as day that this partner of yours is toxic. Which also brings me to the 5th red flag. Partner of yours cause you to be clingy to him or to her, you from independence to become dependent on that partner of yours, dependent almost everything, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. Then the moment that partner of yours know that you dependent on them, it will make them easier to control you. The moment they can control you, it will be easier for them to cripple you. Like whatever they say, even though you don't agree, you'll just, oh, okay. Which reminded me of the article that I have read last year. This couple in was it Taiwan or China, I'm not sure. But then, yeah, the girlfriend took control of this partner, like say everything worse, like taunting her boyfriend every day, to that point where the girlfriends mentioned to this boyfriend, you better go and kill yourself. And then this boyfriend took it literally. I said literally. Literally, this boyfriend went on and killed himself, committed suicide. See, this is how you cannot blame the boyfriend, because it's no joke when your partner controls everything, controls you emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, controls you. It is no joke. It's hard for you to think in the right mind the moment your partner controls you. So guys, men, women, girls, boys, females, males, or whatever, if you're watching this, I hope, I really, really hope you won't experience this. You won't experience this, and never ever let anyone take control of your life. You take control of your life. Never, never pass that remote control of your life to anyone, even though you're married. No, you control your life. So I was I was heartbroken the moment I read this article, and I cannot emphasize this enough, that if you experience this, heaven forbid, please, I hope you guys won't fall for this. I pray that God will free you from this bondage of emotions and mental, and yeah, simply everything being controlled by your partner. Which leads me to red flags number 6. If you okay, it's the moment you tolerate more with your partner's bad temper, bad behavior. I know that everyone, like some people have this hot tempered. I was once, but if you tolerate with that partner is not worth it. Okay, tolerate to the point where your partner throw things at you, you'll say, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Smack at you, slap you, okay. Woman out there, the moment your partner touch you in that hostile way, you should leave. Because if your partner is doing that to you when you guys are not married, then how much more that partner will do it to you when you guys are married. This type of bad behaviors, this type of toxic shouldn't exist in your relationship. But if it exists, then go, feel free to leave that toxic person. And this leads me to red flag number 7. If that partner of yours is insupportive of your personal development, this is the red flag number 7. Please, 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 please leave that partner of yours. I'm speaking this from my experience. I remember in 2013, I was graduated from higher school certificate in 2013. My ex-boyfriend knew that I wanted to apply for law school because I wanted to be a lawyer. At first he was like, oh wow, so nice, so good, yeah, good. But then as we get deeper in our relationship, then only the ugly head rearing. He actually was not that supportive of me going to law school and becoming a lawyer. He mentioned that to me expressly the moment we are in that deep relationship. He even threatened me. He knows that I support his ambitions. I support him to, not support him as in financially, but I encourage him to pursue his studies. He was the engineering student, diploma level at that time, somewhere in Polytechnic School in Sabah. He was that student, and of course, since he was the engineering student, I told him, I encouraged him to be the engineer. But then, yes, he realized, he knows that I care for him to that extent, that I really encourage him to be engineer since he was the engineering student. He knows about that, but he used my care for him against me. He said that if I want him to be the engineer, then yeah, he will be engineer, but I also must be what he wants me to be, which is to be the housewife. If I want him to be the engineer, I need to be the housewife. If I insisted on me being the lawyer, he threatened that he will be the security then. Let's say there is nothing wrong to be a security, there's nothing wrong with that. But since he's studying for engineering, then he should be the engineer instead of being the security. Like, I care for him. And yes, he used that against me. Then I realized that actually this is not the type of person that I want to date. But then I was that blindly in love. I tolerate with him. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I almost want to give up from dreaming big. Not only in my ambition, but he also criticized me like, why would you want to go for dream of going to the Europe, going to England, and going to America when Malaysia, when our country Malaysia itself is a tourist spot. It's one of the tourist country. Like many tourists visit Malaysia. Why don't you just visit Malaysia and Indonesia? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with my country, but to just travel travel throughout my country and Indonesia, it is not enough. And he also criticized me for my love for England and America. If you're American and you are someone from England watching this, I love your country. I don't know why. I just love your country, but for sure, I love England because of the reach of English literature. Yes, and he even criticized me. Why would I busy learning English and improving my English when in Malaysia English is not a main language, it's not a national language in Malaysia. He criticized me about that, like everything that I do, everything that I want to develop in my life, he criticized. He preferred me being the housewife, becoming the small and narrow-minded person instead of me dreaming big and wanting to develop my life. So when your partner is acting that way, it's not isn't supportive of your dreams, of your developments, that is when you should leave your partner, because that partner is threatened by you. Your partner place emphasis on their ego than you. So please, I really hope that you are awakened from this slumber of blindly in love. So if you reach this far, guys, if you are still blindly in love with your toxic partner, then I send all of my prayers to you. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you for the time watching this. If you have any more signs of toxic relationship, feel free to share them in the comment section down below. So thank you for watching this, guys. Bye.